everybody, it's Jamie. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my May Project Life. This is the back of my Project Life spread. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog in the background. He's being a little bit overexcited. So what I'm doing is just going through a whole bunch of cards from my stash. I'm not using any collection or anything. These are just what I have in my stash. So I've got a couple of cards from the reject store, and then I also have a couple of bits of 6x6 paper that I've trimmed down. So here in this photo that I'm doing right now is actually from when I was on professional experience, and it's a photo of I think about 50 pizza boxes. I offered to pick up all the pizza for the pizza party that we were having, so 50 pizza boxes in a car. You can imagine what it was like. It was a bit of effort, but it was nice. And this is definitely something I would never do a layout about, but it's 100% something that I want to remember. So I just decided to use these American Crafts alphas, and I'm going to write pizza time, and I'm going to put it over the portion of the photo. If you can see in the left bottom corner is kind of empty. I'm going to put the word there, and then I also use a 3x4 card next to this photo to do a whole bunch of journaling a little bit later on. Sorry about this voiceover. I'm a bit rushed for time at the moment. These stickers I bought from the scrapbook.com, and when I got them, I thought they were going to be a 6x12 size. I didn't realize they were this tiny little size. So I initially bought them for scrapbooking, but they work fantastic for Project Life. So using my technique of just putting them on the side of clear packaging so that you can see exactly where you're going to put it. And as you can see, I've put it over the photo so that it kind of blends in with the layout. I like doing that with Project Life to give it kind of a stylish element. That's something I really like to do. I'm going to cut ahead to when I get to the end of putting down all these stickers. So here is a sticker book from the reject store. I'm going to put this little black heart off to the side and then trim a little bit off to make it, I'm not sure why I do it. I just really like the way that it looks. I think it kind of makes it feel like it's meant to be there and it's not floating off. I've heard people say that a lot, and I understand what they mean. Anyway, let's get on with the layout. Here is a card from the reject store, and I'm actually going to do a border around the outside because I wanted to add another black element to this. I decided to go with kind of a pinky purple color scheme with black elements everywhere. So because I used black alphas and that black sticker on that photo of all the pizza boxes, I'm going to try and add some black everywhere else. And then I add a gold heart from my stash, and I just call that card done. That was just a cute filler card, nothing that was too meaningful, just a filler card. I'm going to turn this card to the side. As you just saw before, this is actually a vertical 6x4 card, and I'm using it as a horizontal one. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter that I'm using it on the side because you can still read that word pretty easily. I'm going to use these stickers from my stash. I can't remember what I spell out. I did this layout in May, and it's now October, so I'm only just getting around to doing the voiceover now. I'm voiceovering it the day that's going up. So yeah, I don't remember a lot about what happened in this layout. So any questions about the products that I'm using, if you want to know where they're from and I didn't get to mention it, just pop a question in the comments and I'll get back to you. I'm using the offcut of the paper that I'm using as another filler card to kind of tie it together and to darken up that word love, because I didn't like how it looked and I wanted just to cover it up. But I really like banners, so I decided to use the paper, like I said, to just cover the banner with a different banner, which was nothing too fun. I think I actually put the alphas on top of the banner, and what do I say? Details. I'm saying details. I decided to do a whole bunch of journaling on this page about the the month overall. Like I said earlier in the video, this month was my professional experience for my teaching degree. So I decided to do a little bit of journaling around the outside, and with the power of editing, that journaling will be done. So I actually did the journaling just across the strip of where the floral paper is, because I decided to go do a little bit of a cool filler card later on with journaling that you'll see later on. So I've just stuck this little camera down from my stash, and I'm grabbing out this sticker book also from my stash. I got this in a kit ages ago. I have no idea what the brand is. It doesn't say it on the book anywhere. I'm assuming it's a brand that you get here in Australia, probably something maybe from a news agency or maybe from Spotlight, but I'm not sure. Sorry about that. And then I'm just continuing on the journaling very casually around the outside of the card. I love doing journaling like this because it looks like a design element rather than a add-on, I guess. So this is where I actually do my journaling. I decided to print my journaling. I tapped it up on my computer and I printed it on a sheet of vellum. This is really easy to do. The vellum I have is actually A4 sheet, so I can just pop it straight in my printer. And I'm just trimming it down now to the size of a 3x4. If you are going to print on vellum, one tip I do have is that when you print on it, don't pick it up straight away. Just kind of let it dry for a minute, because it can be a little bit sticky and will smudge very easily compared to if you're printing on normal paper. I've printed on scrapbook paper before. I actually just used some double-sided tape to stick it down onto printer paper, like standard A4 copy paper, and that worked out really cool. If you'd like to see maybe a video on how I do that, or a project where I've done that, I can pop that up for you guys. But yeah, I'm just trimming it down to 3x4. And what I'm going to do is pop the vellum on top of a card so that it's popping up, and it also mutes the card in the background a little bit because it's just way too bright. This is where I did the journaling about the 2 Fitbits that you can see. My boyfriend and I decided to get Fitbits. I'd been thinking about it for ages, but I didn't tell him about it, and then he just said to me that he wanted to get a Fitbit, and I was like, I want to get one too. So we both got one on the same day. It was very funny, and something that I journaled about. So I'm just going through my cards, and I decided to use this one. This has some gold foiling on it. I believe this is a Project Life card. Yes, this is a Project Life card, the Project Life brand. And I stick the photo over it, and this is where you can see that it's actually gold foiling. And I'm going to just slip it into the pocket, and basically that's it. This is the layout done. This was very quick, apart from typing the journaling and printing it up on the vellum, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I do grab a little vellum flower from my stash. These are from the reject store, and I just pull that camera up slightly and tuck it in. I just felt like that card down the bottom was missing something, and I wanted to add a little bit more. Well, I wanted to add some more vellum to tie in that vellum photo up in the left hand side. I'm just going to stick it down with some double-sided tape. You can't really see the double-sided tape because it's going to be underneath that camera picture, so I wasn't too worried. As you can see, the card seems quite bare. That's why I wanted to add a little bit of extra embellishment on it, and I don't get to use these vellum flowers very much because they're very difficult to work with, I find. I think they're really beautiful when they're actually on a page, but because vellum is so hard to stick down without actually seeing the adhesive, it's very hard to work with, I find. But that's the end of the layout. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Coming up soon, I'm actually going to be having a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. Here is the finished layout. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please subscribe and leave a like. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!